Before Chrisean Rock, a musician, gave birth to her son Christian Jr. in September 2023, the storm was already intensifying. As her pregnancy developed like a heartbreaking television program complete with online meltdowns, Instagram lives, and courthouse tours after the baby was born, what started out as fear quickly escalated into full-blown terror. Everything went terribly wrong. The concerns that some have about Chrisean Jr. are intensified by this video. But before watching today's video, Chrisean Rock announced that she was having her first child with Blueface, her erratic lover who, following years of a turbulent relationship, had children from a previous relationship with a woman named Jaden Alexis. It is well known that Chrisean lost her front teeth during a fight with Jaden. Chrisean then displayed a photo of Blueface wearing a prosthetic tooth. To learn more about the Jaden, Blueface, and Chrissy love triangle, watch the video that was mentioned in our description box. Contrary to popular belief, Chrisean and Blueface's poisonous relationship will not worsen as a result of the pregnancy. Concerns were aroused when Blueface disclosed on Instagram that Chrisean had drank alcohol during her pregnancy. He asserts that she drank and would have been drunk when the child was born, based on the assertions of DJ Academics, who co-signed Blueface. When Chrisean confronted Vlad TV about it while high on MJ, he begged him to stop messaging him.
That the baby might have
fetal alcohol syndrome.
Yeah, have certain birth defects.
Hey, listen, she FaceTimed me one time, Vlad.
Yeah.
This is when the owner of Zeus was trying to like patch up whatever, and this was like, yo, y'all keep going back and forth online, like talk. FaceTime her, she's like smoking a joint. Full on pregnant.
While she's pregnant.
Full on pregnant. Smoking a joint. And I said, aren't you? And she's like, shh. And I'm like, it ain't no shh. I'm like,
Academics also charged her with taking a whole bottle of Henny to a bar. Videos of Chrisean, who was obviously pregnant, smoking and drinking irresponsibly and seemingly indifferently, went viral. Even during filming her reality show with Blueface, Crazy in Love, she looked stunning on camera. In the comment sections, there were pleas for anyone to step in. They told her that in addition to a number of other serious problems like low birth weight, delayed development, behavioral problems, cognitive impairments, and even irreversible brain damage, her kid might be born with fetal alcohol syndrome. A few people then dealt with the problem. To begin with, Chrisean had no right to be expecting, not considering her lifestyle, her unpredictable behavior, or the choices she was making. She was chastised for her selfishness since she jeopardized the future of her own child. Cohn decided to ignore the noise and carried on with her day. Since his birth on September 3, 2023, Chrisean and Jesus Malone Jr. have been in the public eye. Chris live recorded his birth. Baby reboot. Greetings from the world. And where had Blueface been during this entire ordeal in Miami? He was spotted enjoying a good time. Blueface was not invited to the hospital by her. In a tweet, Cohn disclosed, "My son has me," she remarked. "He won't associate with any of you weird people. I'll do everything in my power to protect him from hate, envy, and other unpleasant feelings. Girl, who will protect him from you, all right?" Carissa Saffold in reaction to a fan who asserted that he wasn't compelled to in order to avoid having the child. Blueface's mother posted her live comments on Instagram. When it was born, he was there. To preserve his bond with Jaden, his first baby mama, he kept his distance. According to Carissa, when we put ourselves in these types of situations, we have to honor and respect the outcome. She went on, "We had slept with a man who had already established a family, as evidenced by our adult underpants. Girl, focus on the company that pays you. You have to put your son out of your mind." A few days after Chrisean Jr. was born, you and your family were informed that your husband had moved. According to Blueface, Chrisean was egotistical and only thought about her wants and needs, not their child. If she didn't take raising their son seriously and alter her behavior for at least 30 days, he threatened to bring a custody case. Although Chrisean was granted custody, she was assaulted for bringing her baby to a noisy studio because some people believed the shade room was unsafe for a baby. The new mother replied, "My kid is doing well. He is listening to his mother." Undoubtedly, devices crowded together. When cuddling, wearing headphones helps avoid respiratory issues and other issues. A newborn's first several weeks are very important. Because their bodies are unable to regulate their temperature, they lack robust immune systems. Young people are particularly vulnerable to overstimulation, infections, and physical stress. Doctors typically recommend keeping infants indoors or in highly regulated environments for the first few weeks of life. The mother herself should not be disregarded. As a woman recovers from childbirth, her uterus shrinks, her hormone levels fall, and she becomes more vulnerable to infections, postpartum issues, and bleeding. Chrisean was later seen by TMZ on a Walmart trip carelessly carrying Junior in a carrier without providing enough support for his neck, allowing his head to slump back as he fell asleep. Chrisean responded to the criticism once more. She expressed her feelings of overwhelm as a new mother during a live Instagram session, and she desired that people would encourage her rather than criticize her.
She could have just helped me. I got a dog, 2 carts full of I need for my house. I'm calling my baby daddy. Is he helping? No, so I don't know why he's...
Furthermore, Blueface continued to demonstrate that he wasn't the greatest father of the year. He shared a photo of the baby's privates on social media on September 24th to highlight a health issue the child was having. "I have to take care of the issue right away." He informed Chrisean. Online commenters criticized Blueface for sharing a picture of Junior's private medical condition, claiming that it was illegal and inappropriate. Following surgery in October 2024, Chrisean clarified that a hernia was the cause of the issue and that it had been effectively resolved. However, worries over Junior's health didn't stop there. Speculation begins with widely shared photographs and videos from the internet. His traits sparked worries that they might point to fetal alcohol syndrome. When asked if there were any problems, Chrisean replied that her son was okay and that the doctors would have informed her. But the commotion around Junior's first month of life alarmingly went viral online. Someone else started the petition to protect the innocent. In December 2023, CPS must intervene to ensure Chrissy and Junior's safety.
It was 4 a.m. at that time.
Blueface and Jaden were said to have come to Croc's house to pick up Junior. Blueface denied any involvement and reassured Chrisean that Junior was secure, but he claimed that Chrissy and left the baby to go out with a friend. She was later accused by Chrisean of hitting her boyfriend, stealing the baby, and then crashing the car with Junior inside.
Junior, oh.
Dark Jesus, long healing. It only made Blueface 2024 worse till it didn't work either. Junior was sentenced to 4 years in prison for violating probation, and he was raised by a single mom. Chrisean was captured on a felony fugitive warrant in June 2024. Where Junior went after being removed from her custody was unknown. According to TMZ, Chrisean was not in the news 3 months prior to his September 2020 release. In an interview with the Danza Project, Pahan said that she was putting him down to protect his privacy, despite her annoyance. A video showing Junior sitting alone in a stroller on the beach at around 3 a.m. in July 2025 prompted the most recent communication with CPS. One cannot not but worry how all of this, between internal strife and public derision, will affect Junior in the end. There could be long-term emotional repercussions from this instability. Children form their core beliefs about safety, love, and self-worth during their formative years. The repercussions could be lifelong if that foundation is undermined by emotional abuse, neglect, or erratic behavior. Junior is currently involved in adult drama, and if no one intervenes to provide him with routine, affection, and care, he could sustain severe psychological harm. We can only hope that someone would step in right away and give him the peaceful, supportive atmosphere he so clearly deserves.